Hey team, congratulations on completing Airman Leadership School, and congratulations particularly on completing the very first Airman Leadership School at Los Angeles Air Force Base. This is a major accomplishment, and the opportunity to lead others is one of life's most rewarding challenges. I hope you all find that out sooner rather than later. When I spoke to you back in August, at the start of this class, we talked about using the 4 pillars of resiliency to build your optimism and combat dread, or fear of the unknown. As you lead your followers and work with your peers and leaders to accomplish the mission, remember that this school is just the beginning of the next phase of your professional development. A couple of concepts to think about. Number 1 is always accomplish your mission and take care of your people. Remember, this school is just the beginning of your lifelong opportunity to continue your professional development. As a quick side story, let me tell you that last year, in the holiday time period, as we were experiencing some downtime, one evening, General Raymond called me and he wanted to talk about some of the things going on in the newly created Space Force. At the end of the conversation, before we hung up, I said, "Hey Chief, what are you doing for the holidays? Are you having a good time? Are you relaxing?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm trying to relax a little bit, but primarily I'm trying to teach myself the software language Python. I think it's something I should know how to do. If I'm asking my space professionals to be able to code in Python, I should know how to do it too." Folks, what a great example of lifelong learning and of leadership, right? The Chief of Space Operations, the very first new service chief in over 70 years, he's on holiday, and what's he doing? Continuing his lifelong learning concepts and continuing to pursue professional development because he wants to make himself better. Is that not a fantastic story? Please try and adapt those same concepts to your everyday life of lifelong learning. Secondly, finally, I'd like to make one final comment to you. I think it's a quote or a paraphrase from Eleanor Roosevelt, the former First Lady. Small-minded people gossip. Average-minded people talk about things and events. But really exceptional people, incredible people, they talk about leadership and ideas. I'll challenge all of you to be the exceptional lot and think way more about leadership and ideas than you do about gossip, things, and events. Chief Arnold and I are very, very proud of all of you. We'd like to extend our thanks to the entire staff for everything they were able to help all of you accomplish. And I think you're clearly ready to take the next step in your department of the Air Force, whether that's the Air Force or the Space Force journey of professional development. Congratulations again, Semper Supra.
Airman Leadership School is the first level of enlisted professional military education and prepares senior airmen and space professionals to supervise and lead work teams to support the employment of air and space power. Today, Class 20 Echo is graduating from the inaugural 61st Air Base Group Airman Leadership School course at Los Angeles Air Force Base. This video commemorates the past 24 academic days of Class 20 Echo's journey to becoming frontline supervisors.
Something you've learned in this class so far?
My most valuable takeaway from ALS would be just learning about empathy, how everyone was so willing to understand another person's point of view, and I really think that that is great, and that's exactly what we need for the Air Force moving forward.
Some of the lessons that we went over that touched on empathy really are sticking to me, and I'm starting to show it a lot more in the office whenever I do interact with people, or even at home whenever my wife wants to vent about work or anything like that. I'm more open-minded to what they're saying and kind of practicing putting myself in somebody else's seat rather than wanting to immediately fix the problem or give solutions, just being that listening ear.
I guess first day of class you're looking at all these new faces, and then it's kind of interesting, like as the instructor is teaching, you get to pick out like mannerisms and nonverbals that people have. It's almost like you're learning more about them just by watching them. But yeah, so I can proudly say that each member of my class right now, I've kind of been able to establish a relationship with. So it's kind of incredible, yeah.
So I believe that networking in our virtual environment has honestly been easy, just because I feel as everybody being home has put them more in a relaxed state. So people are more open to talking, getting to know each other, and just overall coming together.
Yeah, the most interesting concept that I can think of right off the bat would be elements of thought, and it was a concept developed by Dr. Richard Paul, which he stated there were different ways to pick apart how I, as well as others, think in a logical and a dispassionate sense. So it's really a topic that I could use throughout the course and really help me think and evolve as a critical thinker within ALS.
I've learned a lot about myself so far, especially hearing all these other people's stories and their backgrounds and how diverse everyone is. It kind of makes you sit back and reflect on your own self, and makes you really think about what you value the most, and if what you actually valued is still something that you value as much as you used to.
Networking with my classmates in a virtual environment has been very interesting. I didn't think that it would go as well since it is a different learning environment, but surprisingly it's been a wonderful experience.
The most interesting concept I've learned so far is learning more about the profession of arms and what it means to each of us individually. So kind of creating a unique subculture within our unit, within my workplace has been awesome. So just trying to kind of lead in a direction that I think is best for everybody. So including having lots of inclusion with everybody I work with, and just talking with them openly, and just creating that unique subculture that is important in professional arms.
They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. Don't forget where you came from, right? You guys were airmen. Some of you are still airmen. You're going to become NCOs. Authoritative leadership is the lowest form of leadership that any organization can display. Right? Absolutely the lowest form. Is there a time for it? Yeah, time of war. I've been there. I've seen it. And it is necessary. But get to know your people, love them, take care of them, and the mission will take care of itself. I think Colonel Beers hit it right on the head. You get out what you put in.
I'm Master Sergeant Travis Martho, Commandant of the Vandenberg Airman Leadership School, and I want to congratulate Class 20 Echo for completing the first level of professional military education. These last 24 academic days have flown by. I am very proud of each of you. Before you head back to your work centers, my final piece of advice to you is take care of your airmen and space professionals, and the mission will take care of itself. I wish you all the best and look forward to seeing you in the near future.
What is going on, Los Angeles Air Force Base? I am Technical Sergeant Akia Carter, Atlas 5 Flight Instructor for Class 20 Echo. The last 5 weeks have been a pleasure with all of you. We made history with this one. The first ever Airman Leadership School, specifically for Los Angeles Air Force Base, and I am honored to have been a part of it with my team. From proudly saying the airmen's creed in your homes or work centers every morning, to fully engaging in class discussions, sharing personal experiences, and not to mention the endless laughs and memories we made. We grew together as a team. There's no doubt in my mind that all of you are more than ready to go push our airmen and space professionals into being the very best version of themselves. Regardless of the circumstances placed in front of you, you all prevailed, and I am extremely proud of everything that you've done. And I wish you nothing but the best on your journeys ahead.
Hey y'all, I'm Staff Sergeant Olivia Riggar from Vandenberg Airman Leadership School, Team Minuteman Instructor. To my team, I just wanted to sincerely say thank you for your constant dedication, your enthusiasm, and your display of professionalism for 24 straight days, day in and day out. Now, this is no easy feat to accomplish, especially in an online environment, and we dominated as a team. Not only did we dominate as a team, I also got to know each and every one of you on a more personal level. From my daily morning check-ins, especially on Monday mornings, asking what hobbies you did over the weekend, how your friends are doing, how your family is doing, and also to share your favorite recipes in the group chat. I cannot wait to use some of your recipes from our Team Minuteman cookbook. Super excited about that. Overall, and most importantly, I am so proud of each and every single one of you. We triumphed in the face of adversities and made history by becoming the first ALS class to ever graduate from LA Air Force Base. More importantly, I look forward to your growth as NCOs, and I also look forward to supporting you throughout your personal and professional goals in the Air Force. And remember our saying, faster alone, further together. Staff Sergeant Riggar out.
I'm proud of you guys. It is rare, if ever, you will have this again in any of your PME experiences. At the end of the day, it's all about positive attitude. So I appreciate you guys. Instructors, once again, I'm always going to thank you for what you're doing and dedicating all of your time to build tomorrow's leaders for today's challenges. Or either way, build today's leaders for tomorrow's challenges. However you want to look at it. Be talking to y'all soon. All right, peace out.